Hello and welcome to another edition of Plus One Interview. Today we got a special guest artist, Mr. Alex Suarez. He goes by Jasz Official. He's got a show coming up Thursday in Worcester. So we're gonna talk about music, life, college, all that good stuff. What's going on, sir?
Chilling, man. Life is good.
You know, yeah, life is good. Can't complain, man. Working. So you on the mission right now, man. You got you know. I was looking through your stuff and you know your single Rambo. Back then, that was one single that charted.
Yeah.
I was putting that one together.
That was an experience. I actually did that song as like, I don't want to say as a joke, but I did it as like more like a freestyle fun thing.
Yeah.
I was working on a couple records at the same time, and that happened to be one of the ones that people gravitated to.
Yeah.
But I was really confused because I was like, I just spent like, you know, X amount of weeks working on this other one that was super intricate and, you know, X, Y, and Z, but the people gravitated to that, so we put that out, and that got a good reaction.
Yeah, it definitely did. You do got some, there was another song, I forget, but you know, it has that,
Oh, yeah, Round My Way.
Yeah, that I like that.
Shout out my man September for that, man.
Yeah. But you signed, so Slumdog Music Group. Now, you signed with them in 2013. Well, so tell me a little about Slumdog Music Group.
So, Slumdog Music Group is I came across them. I was in my sophomore year, going into my junior year of college. And at the time, we didn't do any type of business because I was working with other people.
Yeah.
And after some time went by, I came back around the following summer, and I just kept asking to go to the studio. And then eventually, the owner just gave me a key. And you know, the rest is history.
So you basically pushed your way into the. So you basically made them notice.
Kind of, man. It was one of those. I mean, he had heard my music before, and he was like, you know, I mean, you all right, you cool. Didn't really talk too much after that. And then when I came back the following summer, I had reached out to the person that had connected us before, and he was like, yeah, come by. And then you know. It went for me, you know, calling his phone every day. Hey, man, okay, can I jump in the studio?
Yeah.
You by the studio, to him just giving me a key and letting me do what I want.
But honestly, that's literally that's literally how you gotta do things pretty much in life. If you want something, you just gotta, if you see somebody that can get you in there, you just gotta harass them until they say, all right, fine. And then from there, it just took off for you, because I seen you
a little bit.
You was at the Grammys.
Yeah, that was an experience.
Yeah, how was that experience?
Man, the Grammys was cool, man. Shout out my man David Altino for inviting me out there. It was one of those things that I've always dreamed about, and I didn't know exactly how, what it would be like or what it would feel like. So I had a completely different interpretation of when I actually got there, and it was still just as cool, just as amazing, you know what I mean? But it also put an even bigger battery in my back, because it let me know that I could really do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I was just close as I am to you right now as I was to Tyrese Gibson, you know what I mean? So I was just like, damn, I'm this close to, you know what I mean, to that. But I felt so far at the same time. Yeah. And it kind of like, you know, it let me know that I was heading in the right direction, but I needed a lot of work. Yeah,
now you said, you talked about that, you know, that, you just said that kind of, you were almost there, you were there, but you weren't there. And now you're back here, you're back in Lynn, and you're trying to do the same out here. You're trying to, people know Lynn, we're here, but we're not here yet as far as the music group.
Exactly.
As, the music scene, because you've talked about there's a lot of talented people out here. So that's one of the things you're trying to work on, is trying to, you know, get the spotlight on Lynn music.
Most definitely. I was explaining to you a little bit earlier, man. People in Lynn have a lot of talent. We have talent here, like how people in LA and Chicago and everywhere else do. You know what I mean? The only difference between us and them really is that we don't support each other the same way that they did. We don't believe in ourselves the same way that they did. And that's one of those things that, like, I'll put it to you like this. People often feel like if me and you are from the same place and you make it where I'm from, that damn, they took my shot. They took my chance. You know what I mean? And opposed to looking at it like that, man, you got to look at it like, word, he just brought more eyes over here. I should grind even harder, because now, you know what I mean, the attention is coming here. Now I could, you know, propel myself to a better situation through that. So instead of championing that, people kind of bringing that person down or whatever the case is. And fortunately enough for me, man, I've been traveling around doing a lot of shows and being appreciated for my music a lot.
Yeah.
So it lets me know, man, that like for my music and because of the things that I'm talking about. So it lets me know, man. Lynn, there's a lot more of me out here in Lynn. You know what I'm saying? People that are just as good, just as talented, working just as hard, but might not have, you know what I mean, the exposure or whatever the case is. So I want to bring that over here and let people know that, you know what I mean, we got it.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. Now, one interesting thing you were talking about is you became your own engineer. And being that, you're helping a lot of the artists out here too, since you know the engineering aspects. Just talk a little bit about that, just learning the engineering aspect of the music.
Yeah, man, so learning the music was interesting. Learning the engineering, I should say, was interesting because at the time I was working with some people and they weren't taking it as seriously as I was, so or as they could have. So I realized that it really had to be on me to better my situation and to get myself out there. So I started like recording them when they would be recording other people. I'd sit behind them and record them on my phone. And then after they leave or do whatever they do, I'd be in the studio by myself, and then I'd play back the video. I'd be like, okay, that's how we did that. You know, started taking notes on that. And then I'd go on YouTube, start taking more notes. I could show you my phone. It's funny, but I took it like school. You know what I mean? I took it like class. I was like, all right, this how you use auto-tune. This how you use EQ. Okay, word. So I started to do that. And fortunately enough for me, after graduating college, I've been able to do this outside of school. And record people.
That's a good thing to know because now that you learn the engineering aspect, you ain't got to pay somebody to be your engineer. You can be your own engineer. That's something that people should always learn. It's just to learn different aspects.
Self-sufficient.
Especially in a career that you want to do, you should learn different aspects just because, some days they might need you for something because the person that's usually there isn't around.
That's true. That's true too.
That's good there. But at college, you went to Keene State, graduated in 2016.
Yes, sir.
What made you choose Keene State?
I would say Keene State chose me. No, man. When I was in high school, I wasn't always doing the things that I was supposed to. You know what I mean? I was a knucklehead, getting in trouble, I thought I was going to go to the NBA. Until this day, I really believed that was going to be the case. But it didn't. It didn't work out for me. But as far as choosing Keene State, I wasn't the type of person that was looking at college as like my way out. I was looking at like sports as my way out. So I'm like, man, college, debt and all that. But when I got there and I really embraced the environment and the opportunity, it was a huge culture shock. You know what I mean? I'm from Lynn. There's a lot of mixed people here, a lot of different races and stuff, and we all get along. And then for me to go out there where, it's predominantly Caucasian, it was very very interesting. It was cool. It was an early experience though.
College experience, nothing better than the college experience. Quickly, we just got a minute left. Tell me some artists out here in the city that we should all be watching out for. We should all be looking out for.
And man, I say everybody. I feel like that's the cliche answer, man. But everybody, man. There's people from Lil East to Juke to, you know what I mean, Sally Bucks to. I'm getting hot not thinking about everybody right now. But those are the three I could name off the top of my head that are doing their thing, and obviously myself. You know what I mean, representing and doing their thing.
And if they want to find you, what could they find you?
Follow me at Jasz Official, at JASZ Official. And they can catch me on, actually this week I'm doing 3 show dates. I'm doing the 23rd at the Raven in Worcester. I'm doing the 24th in Attleboro, and I'm doing the 25th in Connecticut. So, I mean, we're going to be out here.
Yeah, he's out here working, man. Hey,
sure.
Thank you for coming along, man.
Appreciate you having me, man.
No problem, man. All right, you guys, make sure you check him out. Go listen to his stuff. You guys have been watching Plus One. We out of here.